like
Yeah,
we're stepping into a whole new era here.
absolutely. So how exactly is Gen AI shaking things up in procurement?
Well, you know, procurement has always been bogged down by manual tasks,
Right.
like processing invoices and creating contracts from scratch.
Yeah, that can be such a time drain.
Exactly. But with Gen AI, we can automate those routine tasks and focus on more strategic initiatives.
That's amazing. Can you give an example of how Gen AI does that?
Sure, take contract creation, for instance. Gen AI can
No
generate
way.
entire contracts based on previous agreements and specific requirements.
That must save tons of time.
Oh, absolutely. And it doesn't stop there. Gen AI can also facilitate supplier negotiations. Yeah,
Really?
it can predict negotiation points and even simulate different scenarios.
So it's like having a virtual negotiation coach?
Exactly. It's like having an assistant that never sleeps and always
Haha,
finds the
right.
best deal.
That's fascinating. But what about risks? Can Gen AI help with risk management too?
Definitely. Gen AI can analyze vast amounts of data to identify potential supplier risks like financial instability or supply chain disruptions.
That's a game changer for proactive risk management.
It really is. And think about enhancing supplier discovery. Gen AI can analyze global market data
Right.
to find the best suppliers out there.
So, it's making procurement more strategic overall.
Yeah, and more efficient. For instance, Gen AI can optimize requisitioning, approvals, and tracking.
Okay.
It can even predict potential roadblocks in the procurement process.
That's like having foresight into issues before they happen.
Exactly. And when it comes to category management, Gen AI provides data-driven insights
Right.
that help in pricing and inventory handling.
So, better decisions all around.
Absolutely. But, implementation is key. It's important to involve the whole team.
Definitely.
Change management is crucial here.
Yeah, but don't you think that implementing all this new tech could overwhelm the team?
Well, that's why change management is essential. You need to educate, provide training, and ensure everyone understands the benefits. And don't forget about security measures.
Oh, that's a good point. With all this data, cybersecurity must be a priority.
Definitely. Collaborating with IT and assessing supplier security is crucial.
Right.
You don't want any weak links.
Speaking of suppliers, how does Gen AI help in supplier management?
Well, Gen AI can analyze supplier data to assess performance, reliability, even compliance.
Interesting.
It helps in making better decisions when selecting suppliers.
That's super helpful. But, are we ready to trust AI with such critical decisions?
Great question. It's important to have ethical guardrails in place.
Absolutely.
Transparency and bias mitigation are critical when using AI.
Can't argue with that. AI should enhance, not create new problems.
Exactly. And ongoing monitoring and optimization ensure the AI remains effective and responsible. It's a continuous process.
So where should a company start if they want to integrate Gen AI into procurement?
Well, first, they should identify the procurement areas to target. Maybe start with automating repetitive tasks.
Right.
Then set clear implementation objectives.
And building an AI-enabled team is probably important too.
Definitely. You need people who understand both procurement and AI.
Yep.
Training existing staff or bringing in new talent can help.
And I guess selecting the right tools and platforms is crucial.
Exactly. You want tools that align with your objectives and can scale with your needs. Data quality is also
Right.
key.
So, starting with a pilot project makes sense. Test it out, see what works.
Yes. And then analyze the results, make adjustments, and scale from there. It's about continuous improvement.
This all sounds promising, but are there real-world examples of companies doing this?
Absolutely. There are case studies, like a global business solutions provider that used Gen AI to process purchase orders worth $13 million.
Wow,
They saw a 584% increase in user requisitions.
that's impressive.
It really shows the tangible benefits of integrating Gen AI into procurement processes.
Yeah,
It's not just theory, it's practical application.
well, I'm convinced. Gen AI is revolutionizing procurement, and companies need to jump on board.
Definitely. The future is here, and it's generative.
Indeed.
Time to embrace the change.